Well, I'm so glad to be with you again on today. Today, I want to talk to you about the 3 critical things that must be in place for an entrepreneur to be successful. If you don't have these 3 things, success will always elude you as an entrepreneur. Well, before we get to it though, I want you to do me a favor and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so that you know when we're putting up great content like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And sometimes we'll have some special things as well, and I want you to be notified. So hit that subscription on today. Well, listen, I want to talk about these 3 things that are necessary if you're going to be successful as an entrepreneur. My aim in life is to help entrepreneurs succeed, and you cannot succeed without these 3 things. These 3 things are critical. And the first thing that I want to address is credit. Every entrepreneur needs to have a path to a 700 credit score with great data points. If you don't understand how to get there, it is going to tax your entrepreneurial efforts. I have worked with so many entrepreneurs who have credit problems, and the reason they have credit problems is because they tarnished and destroyed their personal credit trying to raise up a business. So many of them, before the business could ever be sustainable on its own, had already wiped out their own credit worthiness. So when it became time to consider growing and expanding the business, there was no possible way for them to initially be a good guarantor of their own credit worthiness so that the business could move forward. So if you are going to be successful as an entrepreneur, you've got to have a path to 700 plus, and you've got to know how and have navigated that path in life. If you're not constantly watching to make certain that you maintain 700 plus, that you maintain good data points, you are going to constantly find the business suffering because of your lack of credit worthiness. So that's the first thing. If you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, you have got to have great credit worthiness, and I'm suggesting to you that's a 700 plus credit score with great data points. And if you would like to learn about those data points, I've got a video that I'm going to link, and I'll put it right here so that you are able to see that video about the data points. So that's the first thing. The second thing that an entrepreneur has got to have in place is the 3 things that makes a business idea successful. Number 1, you've got to know who your customer is. Number 2, you've got to know where they are. And number 3, you've got to structure an offer they can't refuse. There is no possible way that any business today is successful without these 3 things. Who is my customer? Where do I find them? And what can I offer them that they cannot pass up? Listen, I help entrepreneurs do this because I know that without you being clear on that, there is no possible way that you are going to be successful. Here's what happens. So many times I have talked to people who are all over the board chasing money instead of having a purpose-driven, mission-focused business. They do not have someone that they're trying to engage. They are not looking for that person where they have discovered that they are. They are not advertising where they know this ideal client is. They are not formulating an offer specific to that client. So because they have not brought their business down to this level, they're so broad, there's no possible way for the business to be successful. So that's credit and that's business. You've got to have the credit piece and you have got to have this business piece. You can't say, I'm going into business to do everything. You're going into business because you've got a solution for someone and you've got to know where they are, and then you've got to package that solution in such a way that they have got to absolutely, they will never pass this solution up. So that's the first two things. Now, this third thing is critical, and it's important because it involves the life of the entrepreneur. You have got to have a good internal relationship with three generations: the generation before you, your current generation, and the generation behind you. What does that look like? That looks like your parents, yourself, your children. Your parents, yourself, your mentees. Your parents, yourself, your nieces and nephews. You have got to have an internal resolve and good relationship. Now, here's what happens in life. Many people, just like my journey, have had difficulty in dealing with parent, or difficulty in dealing with children, or difficulty in dealing with self. And until you can come to a place of inner peace with parent generation, your generation, and your children or your mentees or your nieces and nephews generation, until you come to a place where you see the significant importance of all three generations. How do I relate to my parents' generation is critical to my personal success. How do I relate to myself, to my generation, is critical for my success. Am I at peace with myself? How do I relate to those coming along, my children, my mentees, my nephews, nieces? How do I see them? Do I see myself as someone who can honor those ahead of me, someone who gives them understanding as being humans? Do I see myself as someone who has forgiven themselves, has forgiven the parents, have come to a place of internal peace where you've resolved these conflicts that sometimes sidetrack our time? And for an entrepreneur, when your time is sidetracked and you can't focus, you're not going to be successful. Have I resolved what it means to be a parent to these children? Have I resolved what it means to have something important and credible that I should share with the next generation? So in life, you've got to see three generations and be able to have peace as you view them and deal with them. So again, I want to make sure you get this today, because I have been so blessed to have a life experience that has taught me something about all three, giving me the ability to put them together so that I'm able to help entrepreneurs succeed. Credit, we want a clear path to 700 plus with good data points. Business, we want to know who our ideal customer is, where we find them, and we've got an offer that we've put together they can't refuse. And then when it comes to life, we see three generations from a place of peace. We're not upset with and unfulfilled with our parents. We're not upset and unfulfilled in our own lives. And we're not holding grudges and frustration and all with those coming along. We see all three generations appropriately. Now, it is an absolute opportunity of mine to be able to coach and to help entrepreneurs succeed. In the description for this video, there's a link there to get a coaching opportunity to learn how to do this in such a way that your business, which could have already made millions of dollars, is able to come up out of whatever it might be seemingly stuck in and be the successful venture you saw it being. Well, I wanted to take time today. I don't know who this is for, if it's for just one of you or 5 of you or 10 of you. Get it. Take full advantage of it. Credit, the business, and your life. The three things, when they come together, CBL, when they come together in an awesome, powerful way, I guarantee you it's going to bring you to a place of success in your endeavors. Well, I'm so excited. I want you again to subscribe to this channel. Would please like this video and share it with someone else. Leave me a comment. It really helps me here and helps with this algorithm as we are looking to grow this channel. We were not on this channel for almost 2 years, and so we're just getting on here. So I'm really excited about what we're doing. I look forward to talking to you again real soon. And until then, I want you to live your best life and be blessed all day. Be blessed.